There's a reason some people seem to command attention the moment they walk into a room. It's not their looks, their words, or even their status. It's something deeper, more primal. It's their aura. That unseen energy field you carry can either pull others in or push them away without you saying a single word. In this video, we'll explore 5 revealing signs that your aura holds real power. Power that subtly shapes your relationships, opportunities, and the way the world responds to you. These signs aren't vague or mystical. They're grounded, observable, and might just explain a lot about how people treat you. Stick around, because by the end of this, you won't just know more about your aura. You'll know how to use its presence wisely. Ready to see if you've been radiating silent influence all along? Let's get started. Sign number 1, that your aura is radiating with power. Unexplained attraction from others. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract attention without trying? Maybe you've experienced it yourself. Walking into a room, and without uttering a word, eyes seem to follow you. Or perhaps strangers open up to you in unexpected places, sharing intimate details of their lives, as if they've known you for years. These moments aren't just odd social flukes. They're evidence of something deeper at play. This phenomenon isn't about charm or charisma in the traditional sense. It's the magnetic quality of your aura, the energetic presence that precedes you and speaks louder than words. When your aura is charged and aligned, it silently broadcasts a frequency that others subconsciously respond to. You may not see it, but others feel it, and they're drawn in. I've witnessed this firsthand. A colleague of mine, soft-spoken, modest, not someone who seeks attention, entered a busy cafe last week. Within minutes, 2 strangers had gravitated toward her, initiating conversations out of nowhere. One offered to buy her coffee. Another simply said, "You seem peaceful. I needed that today." She didn't have to do anything. Her energy did the work. And it's not just adults who notice. Children and animals are often the first to pick up on an energized aura. They operate on instinct, not logic. Ever seen a shy toddler bypass everyone else and run straight into the arms of a stranger? Or a dog ignore a group of people and head straight for one specific person? That's not luck. That's resonance. That's energy in motion. You might think back and realize this happens more often than you thought. Do people tend to remember you after only a brief meeting? Do you get compliments from cashiers, extra kindness from waitstaff, or find that your presence seems to soften tense environments? These are all subtle but powerful signals that your aura is speaking for you, and it's saying something people want to listen to. Even science is beginning to unpack what ancient wisdom has long embraced. Research from institutes like HeartMath shows that the human body emits an electromagnetic field influenced by our emotions and intentions. This energy isn't confined to the body. It radiates outward, creating a field that others feel on a subconscious level. When your energy is grounded and confident, it creates an invisible invitation. Others sense safety, sincerity, and strength, even if they can't explain why. That's why first impressions can feel instantly familiar. That's why people trust you faster than they trust most. Take a moment to reflect. In the past few days, have you noticed people reacting to you with unexpected warmth? Have you found yourself becoming the go-to person in a group, or the one strangers feel compelled to approach? If so, you're not imagining things. These aren't random encounters. They are sign number 1 that your aura holds genuine influence, unspoken but deeply felt. Your presence is powerful, even in silence. Sign number 2, heightened emotional sensitivity and intuition. Let's move deeper. Because the second sign of a truly powerful aura isn't visible to the eye, but you've likely felt it your entire life. Have you ever stepped into a room and immediately sensed something wasn't right? Nobody said anything. No one looked distressed. But still, something inside you whispered, "Something's off." That's not just intuition. It's energetic awareness. Your aura, when strong and finely tuned, doesn't just exist around you. It absorbs, interprets, and reflects what's happening in the emotional landscape nearby. It's like walking through the world with an internal radar that others don't even realize they're missing. People with powerful auras often feel emotions before words are spoken. They pick up shifts in mood, unspoken tension, and even changes in someone's energy from across the room. It's a kind of emotional intelligence that runs deeper than logic. It's instinctive, embodied, and often startling in its accuracy. There's a story I once heard about a man who skipped a business meeting he'd spent months preparing for. Something in his body told him not to go. Hours later, he learned that the client he was scheduled to meet had been involved in a heated confrontation, and the deal had fallen apart anyway. He couldn't explain his decision, but he didn't need to. His energy had already processed what his mind couldn't. This kind of intuitive sensitivity isn't always pleasant. In fact, it can be overwhelming. If you've ever felt drained after spending time in crowded spaces, or anxious in a room that everyone else seems comfortable in, you're not imagining things. Your aura is picking up emotional residue, both light and dark, and your system is reacting accordingly. That's why people with potent auras often attract energy sponges, individuals who subconsciously draw on your grounded presence to recharge themselves. These are the people who leave you feeling inexplicably exhausted after even short conversations. It's not personal, it's energetic, and learning how to protect your field is essential. But here's the powerful part. Once you learn to recognize and regulate this emotional sensitivity, it becomes a gift. That subtle shift in someone's voice, the unease they try to hide, you notice it, and it helps you respond with deeper compassion and sharper discernment. Your aura isn't just absorbing, it's guiding. So how do you know when it's intuition and not just overthinking? Intuition speaks with calm clarity. It arrives quietly, but with certainty. Unlike anxiety, which feels chaotic and repetitive, intuition shows up as a grounded sense of knowing, one that often proves right in hindsight. The more you honor that sense, the more it sharpens. Like any skill, your intuitive muscle strengthens through use. A few moments of mindful breathing before entering new environments can help you separate your own emotions from the energy you're absorbing. Ask yourself, what here doesn't belong to me? That single question can bring remarkable clarity. If you often find yourself tuned into subtle emotional shifts, predicting how people feel without them saying a word, or acting on gut instincts that later prove right, you're not just sensitive, you're energetically gifted. This is a powerful sign that your aura is attuned, radiant, and deeply impactful in unseen ways. And if this is resonating with you, chances are your energy already knows there's more waiting. So trust that inner nudge. It led you here for a reason. Sign number 3, physical manifestations that others can observe. Now we arrive at one of the most intriguing indicators of a truly powerful aura, the point where energy stops being abstract and starts showing up in the physical world. While we often think of auras as invisible, intangible fields, the truth is, when your energy is strong enough, it doesn't just influence people. It interacts with the environment around you in ways that are hard to ignore. The third sign of an extraordinary aura is the presence of physical effects that others can directly observe. Have you ever noticed the lights flicker just as you enter a room? Or your smartwatch glitching out for no clear reason, only to function normally once someone else takes it? These are more than just curious moments. They may be evidence that your energy is tangibly impacting the physical world. People with high vibration auras often notice strange patterns around electronics, phones freezing during emotionally intense conversations, Bluetooth devices disconnecting unexpectedly, or even battery life that seems to vanish faster in their hands. While it may sound like science fiction, researchers have been exploring the ways in which human energy fields, especially strong ones, can subtly influence electromagnetic currents. In fact, studies on bioenergetics suggest that the human body emits measurable electromagnetic fields that can fluctuate depending on mood, stress, or emotional clarity. For individuals with amplified auras, this field extends further and pulses more intensely. Some spiritual practitioners and researchers, using advanced imaging tools like gas discharge visualization, GDV, cameras, have recorded unusual energy spikes in these individuals, especially during states of deep focus or heightened emotional states. But it's not just devices. The human body also responds to energetic intensity. People with powerful auras are often described as warm, even when the room is cold. You might find others leaning in closer to you without realizing it, or stepping back as if your presence is physically pushing against them. In moments of deep concentration or emotional clarity, you may have even experienced chills, tingling, or goosebumps with no external trigger. That's your body responding to shifts in the energy field around you. I once met a photographer who told me something fascinating. She said certain clients would always cause her camera to refocus unexpectedly, as if the lens couldn't quite adjust. She came to realize it wasn't her equipment malfunctioning. It was the strong, energetic field of those individuals subtly affecting the mechanics. And while some examples sound almost surreal, like the occasional story of compass needles wavering near meditators or lights dimming during energy healing sessions, many people experience far subtler but consistent patterns. For instance, people around you may comment on how calming or energizing your presence feels, or you might notice that rooms seem quieter, more focused, when you're fully grounded and present. These physical reactions aren't just fascinating curiosities. They're reminders that our energy doesn't stop at our skin. It reaches outward. It shapes the emotional tone of a room. And for those with truly strong auras, it even leaves fingerprints on the physical world. So if you've been experiencing things that are hard to explain, whether it's flickering lights, temperature shifts, or people reacting to your presence in ways that seem disproportionate, you might be witnessing the outer edge of your own energetic power. And if learning about these hidden truths is opening your eyes, your support helps us continue exploring this world together. Feel free to tap the thanks button below to help keep this work going. Your presence and your energy matters more than you know. Sign number 4, natural boundary setting and intuitive energy management. Now let's step into a deeper layer of understanding, a sign that often goes unnoticed by others, but is felt profoundly by those who live it. The fourth sign of a powerful aura is your natural ability to create boundaries and manage your energy without needing rules, reminders, or external permission. A strong aura isn't just a beacon that draws others in. It's also a system that self-regulates, intuitively pulling back when it senses overload. If you've ever found yourself needing solitude after a gathering, even one you enjoyed, it's not because you're moody or socially awkward. It's because your energetic system is intelligent, and it knows when to pull the plug before you burn out. Think of your aura as a radiant flame. It lights the path for others, warms them, inspires them, but it also consumes fuel. The brighter you burn, the more intentional you have to be about refueling. That means quiet time, personal space, and boundaries that may not always make sense to those around you. You may have noticed that you're more sensitive to noise, chaos, or emotionally charged settings than most people you know. Where others can thrive in crowds or back-to-back events, you begin to feel scattered, even anxious. That's because your aura isn't just experiencing the environment. It's absorbing it, analyzing it, and often even transmuting it. That level of energy exchange takes a toll. Many people with powerful auras find themselves naturally building invisible protective fields around their emotional space. You might not call it that, but it's there. Whether it's declining invitations, needing your own space while traveling, or simply stepping outside to catch your breath during group events. These aren't quirks. They're intuitive survival mechanisms for someone whose presence carries weight. Some even feel the need to cleanse or reset after being around certain people. You might take long walks alone, spend time in nature, or feel pulled to meditate, journal, or unplug entirely. These practices help your energy system discharge what it's picked up and return to center. What's even more remarkable is that your aura doesn't only protect you, it affects others as well. Have you noticed how tensions seem to ease when you enter a tense space? Or how coworkers, even strangers, tend to open up around you or shift into a calmer mode without knowing why? That's the harmonizing effect of a developed energetic field. It stabilizes what's chaotic and soothes what's overwhelmed. But this also means that your system is constantly working behind the scenes, reading emotional cues, absorbing unspoken tension, balancing dynamics. Without proper boundaries, this can leave you feeling drained, like you've been on even when you weren't doing anything. One powerful way to manage this is through grounding. Before entering emotionally demanding environments, pause and imagine your energy connecting deeply with the earth, like strong roots growing beneath your feet. This visualization anchors you, reminding your aura where it begins and ends. Another supportive habit is intentional clearing. Picture yourself stepping under a soft, radiant stream of light, allowing any tension, stress, or foreign energy to melt off you and dissolve into the ground. Practiced regularly, this keeps your energetic field strong, clean, and responsive, rather than reactive. At the heart of all this is one truth. The need to set boundaries and guard your energy is not a limitation. It's a sign of maturity, of strength, of power. Your aura isn't average, so your self-care can't be either. If you've ever felt guilty for needing space, or wondered why your energy dips when others seem just fine, let this be your validation. This is not weakness. This is a signature trait of a powerful aura. And understanding this truth can change the way you show up for yourself and for the world forever. Sign number 5, enhanced manifestation abilities and frequent synchronicities. Let's now turn our attention to a sign that feels almost magical. Yet for some people, it's simply the way their life flows. The 5th sign of a truly powerful aura is your heightened ability to manifest outcomes and your frequent encounters with meaningful synchronicities. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about how your energy field actively collaborates with the deeper fabric of reality. Think back to a time when something you deeply wanted or needed appeared almost effortlessly. Maybe it was the perfect job offer, a long-lost friend reappearing just when you needed them, or even something as simple as finding a parking spot in a crowded lot seconds before someone pulled out. It's easy to call these things luck, but when they happen repeatedly and in rhythm with your thoughts and feelings, it becomes clear that something more is happening. People with powerful auras seem to bend the odds, not because they try harder, but because their energetic alignment is so strong that their desires and their external reality begin to mirror each other almost instantly. Their aura doesn't just radiate, it directs. It acts as a kind of frequency transmitter, sending signals out into the world that shape events in subtle but unmistakable ways. You might notice patterns like thinking of someone moments before they text you, stumbling across the exact quote you needed to hear while scrolling online, or overhearing a stranger's conversation that contains the answer to something you've been struggling with. These aren't mere coincidences. They're energetic echoes of your focused intention. Your aura is sending out a clear, coherent signal, and the world responds. Modern physics is just beginning to scratch the surface of how consciousness affects matter. Some researchers exploring quantum theory suggest that observation and intention may influence how subatomic particles behave. For someone with a powerful aura, your presence carries a kind of coherence, one that moves through these unseen layers and calls outcomes into alignment before you've even taken physical action. This is why individuals with high vibration energy often feel like synchronicity magnets. They see repeating numbers everywhere: 1111, 333, 777. They encounter symbols or animals at moments of decision or reflection. Even music, television, or random conversations seem to carry personal meaning, as if reality is speaking directly to them. And this power doesn't sleep. Your dreams may serve as delivery systems for insight, guidance, or even premonitions. Many people with strong auras report dreaming about places before visiting them, solving problems in their sleep, or waking with a sudden sense of certainty about what to do next. What makes this so remarkable is that it isn't just spontaneous. It can be harnessed. When you focus your thoughts with clarity, and more importantly, feel the emotion of what you want as if it's already yours, you begin to shape timelines, not through control, but through coherence. A strong aura functions like a tuning fork that vibrates reality into form. One practical way to strengthen this is by setting an intention before you sleep. Picture a specific experience you want to have the next day. Feel the outcome, imagine it vividly, and then release it. Your subconscious and your aura will continue the work while you rest. Another key practice is journaling your synchronicities. The more attention you give to the patterns, the more visible they become. This isn't just for reflection. It helps you fine-tune your ability to partner with the unseen world around you. Some people find they naturally manifest in specific domains, like attracting the right people, creative breakthroughs, or financial luck. In others, it may require more deliberate effort. Either way, if you've noticed that things seem to line up around you with little explanation, that your ideas somehow find their way into reality without pushing or forcing, you're witnessing the outer expression of an inner power. This isn't fantasy, it's frequency. And you're not just reacting to life, you're co-authoring it. Recognizing this gift is a turning point. Because once you know your aura can shape reality, it becomes your responsibility to use that gift with clarity, with care, and with purpose. This video revealed 5 unmistakable signs that your aura is truly powerful. From magnetic presence and deep intuition to physical manifestations and accelerated manifestation abilities. If you recognized even one of these in yourself, you're already on the path to mastering your energy. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, leave a comment below and share your experience. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more insights on Stoic wisdom and inner power.